Is anyone a mechanic? No one mechanics on the boat?
Me.
That's okay. Oh, look at me. Okay, everybody, you may stand up. You may stand up. All right, so yeah, who's ready for the swimming part? Ready to go?
Yeah.
Mechanic and a swimmer. All right. Okay, so once again, welcome to the Everglades. And basically, everything you see around is not really a swamp. This is more like a river. It is the slowest river in the world. And it all begins in the center of Florida, around Lake Okeechobee. Really far from here, like 100 miles away, like 3 hours away. And then it travels down to the Keys. Out here in the Everglades, you may be able to find the American alligators and also the American crocodiles. And by the way, this is the only place in the entire planet where the gators and the crocodiles coexist in the same place. Nowhere else you will find this. Now, speaking about both of these animals, do you know the difference between one and the other? Anybody?
No. Just the mouth.
What about the teeth? Which is which? Actually, it's just right. You know, their teeth is one of them, and the biggest ones are the crocodiles. But let me tell you something about the teeth. This is something very important. If you see them in the water, are you gonna be like, "Hey man, let me see your teeth"? It's just not gonna happen. So somebody said the mouth. Who said the mouth?
I did.
Yeah. What about the snout?
One's longer and one's shorter.
Which is which?
The crocodile, I believe, is longer.
Exactly. You ladies are right. You know, not everybody knows that. Their teeth and the shape of their
My
snout.
round of applause.
Gators,
Thank
very
you.
good.
Smart.
Yeah, not this guy right here.
Women.
All right, so shape of their snout. Gators are short and round. Crocodiles long and pointy. Also, the crocodiles are massive. How big, you may ask? Think about this for a moment. The Australian saltwater crocodiles are the biggest ones in the world. They can grow somewhere between 19 to 23 feet, which in reality, that's a little bit bigger than half the size of this boat. That's pretty big, right? You don't want to mess around with Godzilla, do you? Now, alligators on the other hand, they're a little bit smaller. They can grow between 10 or 15 feet. Don't get me wrong, that's really big, but nothing compares to the crocodiles, okay? One very important thing about the gators is that gators, in reality, they have a natural fear for humans. They're just born that way. I'm gonna give you an example. It's kind of hard to believe. Let's say you jump in the water on top of a big alligator. The alligator's natural instinct will be to swim away. Crocodiles, that's a whole different story, my friends. They will swim towards you. Those are very aggressive animals, crocodiles. Guys, if you don't believe me, you can try, okay? It's a little fun. Now, changing the subject just a little bit. Who's from Florida? Who lives here? Anybody? One person? Two people. Woo, 100%. What about the rest of you? Where's everybody staying?
Arizona.
Oh, that's where you're from? Nice.
Germany.
Baltimore. There's no gators over there at all. It's too cold for them. All right, you see all this water around here? This is the water that everybody here on the boat and the rest of the state, people drink and shower with. That's right. Nobody laughs on that one, huh? It's all rainwater. It's fresh water. It goes down through the mud, through a giant rock called limestone, and then everything eventually will get filtered into our houses and hotels. Obviously, don't drink this water, okay? It's a gator toilet. You don't want that in your system. Now, some of you may be wondering, how deep is the water? Where's the depth? If you look in the water, you kind of see the bottom. It's extremely shallow, but it depends where you go. It could be 6 feet or 2 meters deep, 1 foot, or a few little inches in some areas. Also, during a drought, you can walk all over this place without any problem. Up to this point, do you guys have any questions about the Everglades? Anything you would like to know?
Are we going to see any alligators and crocs?
That is a really good question. Are we going to see any gators? What happened to the gators? How come we haven't seen them? Well, let me start by saying that whatever we all have seen on television in regards to alligators, that information is not 100% accurate. I'm not saying it isn't true. I'm saying it's not accurate. Because they will make us believe that if you come out here, you're going to see them all over the place eating turtles, 365. And in reality, it doesn't work that way. So what's going on? How come we haven't seen them? You guys feel like it's pretty warm, right? Well, yeah, during the summer, these animals go underwater to cool down a little bit, and they hide inside these little islands. They go under the trees, in the shade. Remember, they don't have AC like we do. Once they go underwater, they can also hold their breath between 4 and 5 hours. Gators and crocodiles are capable of doing this kind of things by lowering their heart to only 1 beat per minute. Yes, I can do that too, okay? Not a big deal. I tell you what, ma'am, I'm gonna try my best to find them, okay? We're gonna hit a couple of spots, and if you feel the boat slowing down, it's because I'm looking for a gator in a specific area, because they tend to hang out in the same area, okay?
What about snakes?
Snakes, we have about 27 different types of snakes. Most of them are non-venomous, and about 7 of them are very venomous, like the coral snake, the pygmy rocker snake, the water moccasin. The rest I can't remember right now, so don't tell my boss. And we also have a big one. It's called the Burmese python. You guys heard of that one before? Yeah, we have that one all over the place. The evidence is there. We just don't see them on a regular basis. Look, I've been here for 8 years. I have never seen one in the wild, alive. I have seen gators playing tug of war. One of them, I've never seen one alive myself. All right? So some of my friends have seen them, but my friends have been here for like about 15 years. So at some point you're gonna run into them. Okay? You're probably gonna see one or two, sometime, but not every day. All right, any more questions? Everglades gators?
Yeah.
My personal life? No? Okay. Guys, what I'm gonna do next for you, I'm gonna keep moving. I'll try my best to find you some gators. So remember, if you see them, please keep your hands in the boat. Don't try to reach out, grab them, and take a selfie, okay? Gators don't like selfies, especially when you make duck faces. And you put them on TikTok. They don't like TikTok either. I know it sounds kind of silly, and even needless to say, but guess what? I work here. I have seen a couple of crazy stuff. And I'm going to share with you an example before we continue. This is true. About 8 years ago, when I first got hired, when I was new, we saw a lady trying to place a baby on top of a gator for a picture. Yeah. Crazy people do crazy things. Don't try to understand them, they're just okay? So remember, if you're ever out here by yourself and you see a statue of a gator sitting on top of the grass, we don't have any statues, that's a real one, okay? Stay on the sidewalk, take pictures, do not run away, they're not gonna chase you. That only happens in the movies. So for now, go ahead and have a seat. Let me turn on the AC, very hot. It's in the water. You see it? One of them in the water. All right, guys. If you're in the middle of the lake, you can stand on the seat. You have an alligator in the water. All right. That's like a baby alligator. I'm gonna get to that. Okay, so let me tell you, that one is a female alligator. How do I know that? How do I know that one is a female? No, actually for two reasons. Number one, I'm just that good. I'm really good at this. Number two, right in front of it, there's a pile of dry grass in between those little trees. Do you see them? That's an alligator nest. So that one is a female alligator.
I can't see.
Now, females can lay between 20 or 40 eggs at once. Out of that many, only one or two will survive to become an adult. And the reason is very simple. When the babies first hatch, when they first come out of the nest, they are tiny. They're like about the size of a dollar bill, or a little bit smaller. So they get attacked on a regular basis by every animal out here. Like the fish, birds, snakes, turtles, and even other alligators who eat the babies. Also, guys, don't feel sorry for the baby alligators. They are not innocent at all. Far from it. When the baby does survive, it's about 2 or 3 years old, it has to go away on its own. The mother will chase it away. You know why? As you see this later, that little guy that survives will start leaving new brothers and sisters for the new generations. That's a happy family. That's what they roll. Guys, let me try to do something.
The baby. Below the surface.
자, 그냥 가차 좀 부.
Water.
어.
Tôi sẽ dẫn anh cho
자,
chả nó cứu đâu hả tới chị bỏ chị lên hả
자,
tới chị mua khế tới chị mua lá chị mua bao ký lên
라 너네. Right there, that's 라.
ná nè hả
Oh, 나.
sao cứu mà cứu chọn cái mà muốn cứu được
Also, guys, gators in reality are very lazy animals. 90% of the alligator's life is spent.
Yeah, that's him right there.
But of course,
The crabby man.
Television is not real. As a matter of fact, if a gator is never bothered,
Crabby
it's
man.
in the same spot for up to 17 hours a day without moving any muscles. And I know some of us can relate to that. But these animals are cold-blooded, so for that reason, they just sit there to collect the energy from the sun. It allows the gator to warm up,